Hey, good afternoon everyone. So I've had a bunch of questions about the JPX RV Proseal Tip and how it installs, will it stay on, does it fall off? So I'm going to take a tube I've got prepped, I've already cut it off, and basically you just give it a twist, put it on, and it holds on that well. So competitors, can't call a name, but competitor without the caulking gun, twist all the way down, it won't stay on. Twist, and it's brand new. There was an old one that I had taken off of one of these tubes, and it was taped on, because that's what I used to do, is take electrical tape and tape it on. So the cool thing about these, they stay on, and twist and pull, take it off, get your next tube, twist and push, put it back in the gun, you're ready to go again. So the second thing I had asked was, how does it work with self-leveling sealant? I don't have Dicor. I had 4 tubes of Dicor, none of them would work. They were old. I don't have any new where I break one out, but I got this. It's a self-leveling caulk by another vendor. So the question was, how does it do? So I got it full blast on my little Ryobi gun. We're gonna pour the caulk to it and see what it does. So full blast. And that's the end of that tube. Alright, so I've made up a roof membrane front cap mock-up with a seal. This is just some scrap I had laying around. So when you seal the front cap, typically what happens is you want to put self-leveling caulk on this side, self-leveling caulk on this side, and a lot of them, depending on how it is, you want to tie them together. So you're doing something like this, and that winds up looking just like that. Or you try to do shoestrings. If you don't have a battery powered caulking gun, get one. Man, these things are incredible. But what I have found is that no matter what you do, these little ridges don't level out with the caulk I use. Anyway, you wind up with these little lines. So, Proseal. All you gotta do is stick it on there and give it a little turn to stick it. And kind of do the same thing with the ribbon effect. And then cap it off on the top. Just like that. Now, when that levels out, it's going to be a lot more uniform, a lot less air bubbles, a lot less gaps. You need a pointer, but like you see in the sealant there, that's going to be a place where water could pool possibly over time. Same thing with these back and forth ridges. And that's a good 85 degrees today in North Georgia, so it's nice and warm. But with the Proseal Tip, you get a nice even layer. The ridges I did on the side were just simply because I was moving. If you can be still with it. And I don't mind the ridges on the sides. It's all about how fast you move. Because those are going to let water direct away from the primary seal, which is underneath this, should be underneath this piece. And this again is a mock-up. So full blast, faster than you would want to put it down. Me anyway. Some people might have steady enough hands for that high-speed caulking. But again, when you're done, you can take it off, move it to another tube, put it back on, and it's on. And after moving it, you can still pick the entire caulking gun up with a big battery. So they stay on. They stay on tight. They're round instead of the squares by all the competitors. So you get more friction against the nozzle. It actually, the way they're printed, they've got a little bit of a concave shape. So when they go on, they'll leave an indentation on the nozzle. So they stay on real well. We just started making these this year. They're 3 of them are $8.99 shipped, and that's first class mail. Then we ship 6 of them for $12.99. Again, first class mail. If you look, there is a link on when you check out to upgrade that shipping to priority. Saves a day or two depending on where you're at for $4 more. So if you want to upgrade to priority mail, you get them a couple days sooner. Plan ahead and save the money. I mean, I would just, get 6 of them. You can reuse this tip over and over the same day. Just twist it off, even with the caulking on it. Twist it back on, and it holds. It stays on there. Now, I'm going to guarantee you every single nozzle will work that way. This is just a random one I picked out of the truck. You might find one that's shaped a little different, doesn't work. Just put some tape on it. I heard somebody talk about putting a screw in it. If you find that one that just doesn't work, you can tape them on there. But I personally haven't found any that it doesn't stay on real well. They seem to be on there. So jpxrv.com, top of the page you'll find a link to these. We also started making a wider version. It's 2 inches wide. It's also a 0.5 millimeter wider on the throat. It's called a high flow tip. If you've got a big job and you don't want to put 3 passes on here and you got a good steady hand, maybe these are for you. Yeah, it'll pour some caulking. It'll go through a tube quick. So we've also got these. They're the same price. You just got to let me know what you want. I don't have a link for these just yet because we just started making them. As soon as I do, they'll be on the website. You can just click the link for wide or 2-inch high flow tips. Hook you up. We also sell a JPX RV hose roller for sewer hoses, so that you don't have to hand it to dump it out when the sewer's going uphill, which is like all the parks out west where it doesn't rain. But a lot of the parks, the sewer outlet's elevated, so even with your slinky, your stand, it still doesn't drain because it's higher than your inlet. This will help you out. You can roll the hose, not have to hand it, break your back, whatnot. Work really good. We sold a lot of those. We also have a water heater flush kit. Got this idea from Mr. Todd Henson in class. Thought about it, made this kit up so you don't have to make it up yourself. It's like $20. Add a funnel to it. I'm actually shipping a short funnel with it. You can add a bigger funnel if you'd like. Smaller funnel for shipping cost. Screws in the water heater, let you fill it up with vinegar, close it off for the night, come back the next day, open the valve, turn it over, dump it out into a bucket, fill it back up, flush, dump it out in the bucket again. I got Suburban and Dometic. Whether it's got male or female, I've added a coupling to the kit. So if it's a female, if it's got a male stub sticking out, you got a coupling. If it's female, this will screw right in. It's a simple ball valve, some pieces that are long enough to go underneath the gas valve and get to these things. Just saves you time having to build them yourself, guys. That's all I got. Any more questions about tips, let me know, jpxrv.com. It's on the tip itself too after you order them. Look at the website, top of the page, there's a banner link up there, and there's a link above it as well. Either one of them will get you to the page, 2 buttons, check out 6 or 3. Thank you guys, I appreciate all your purchases. Hey, I thought about one more thing before I close this video. Several people have asked, are they reusable? They are indeed reusable the day you're using them, as long as the sealant doesn't set up. So you can pull them off, move them to another tube of the same sealant, and keep using them. So one tip should do an entire job if you prep everything ahead of time, go in there and start caulking. If you need a little more time on it to save the tip, you're saving $1 or so, but to save the tip, wrap it in cellophane, wrap it in a wet rag. That'll keep it cool, keep it out of the sun, it'll keep the sealant from setting up. Then when you pull it back out, you should be able to go back to work. Again, I've used these on several jobs, and one tip does the whole job. I just move it from caulking tube to caulking tube during the day, not a problem. So, question, and then at the end of the day, they're disposable. People ask me about cleaning them out. You know, if it's latex caulk, you could probably wash it out, but if it's stuff like this or poly or acrylics, I doubt you're going to wash it out. It's going to be pretty tough. So just get through the day. Job pays for the tips anyway. So there you go.